We're in the studio at Channel 6. We're going to be talking with Michael about the dining services, and this is a call-in show. So get your calls ready to call 703-663-3333. That's an easy number to remember. If you do call in, be sure you turn the volume down on your TV so it doesn't interfere. So, welcome, Michael.
Thank you so much.
What do we have on the docket today?
Well, we got a few things that we want to talk about. One I want to talk about is that we just completed our first round of town halls. We had town halls in Jefferson and Fireside and Woodland Skies, and the Jefferson one including the Potomac. And we had great turnouts for them.
Good.
I think there was a lot of great information shared by both sides. And this is going to continue. We are now setting up the dates for the next set of town halls, and that'll be coming out. And, you know, I encourage residents to come out to that because it's a great opportunity for them to talk to the dining management of that venue. Also, myself, Corey, and Ty, Corey, who's our assistant dining director, and Ty, who is our director of dining, always attend those, so it's a great opportunity for you to talk to us. And you know, people always stick around if you have some questions afterwards. We always hang out afterwards, and it's a good time. You know, people are going to come with their comments or concerns, but also, you know, it's a good time if you want to express. We heard at the Jefferson, we announced that we were going to do a new menu rotation. And a lot of the residents were eager to that, and they had their questions why we took off certain items. Mm-hmm. But once we explained the process and why we did this, I tell you what, I've been stopped and heard nothing but compliments.
Good. About
the Jefferson menu. We've done a lot of upgrades there. We put a lot of prime items on there. We brought back the frog legs, which were a great hit. Oh. And I think they're coming up again in a week or maybe next week. We brought, you know, prime rib, brisket. We did lamb the other day. We're doing the turkey. We're doing some carving. So it opens up a lot more variety. Mm-hmm. In Woodland Skies and in Fireside, again, middle of January, we started the new rotation with the specials, and it's been received very well. And I heard someone liked the Cornish hen last night over in Woodland Skies. So, you know, we like to hear that. Also, you know, we always say, we talk about, we had a meeting the other day and we were talking about comment cards. I did my nutrition class actually yesterday, and we had about 30 people come in, and we talked about my nutrition and the benefits of using the program and how to use it, and also menu development here. And that class will continue throughout the year, probably once a quarter. But we talked about the town halls, and we talked about the comment cards and all the different ways that residents can communicate to us any comments, any concerns, any questions they have about dining. And going forward with that, just to let everybody know that we will be relocating the dining admin office. We'll be transitioning over to Village Square to where the resident life offices are currently. This transition will happen this month I would say the last week of this month, definitely by the end of February, that we will be over here in Village Square. Mm-hmm. So just to let the residents know that we'll be moving, and that's Phyllis and Ty and Corey and myself and Patrick. We'll all be relocating over here.
Now, is that a permanent change?
That's a permanent, and I think part of that goes with the repositioning of Town Center, and when they start the repositioning of that. So there was, you know, no, well, we need to move you to this building or that building. It was just, you know, when you look over the whole community and where is the best possible place to relocate dining. So, you know, that's happening. We have our pop-up coming up, our Valentine's pop-up, and we've already started this. In all the stores are the order forms, and you can order. We have Chocolat, which is a confectioner, a chocolatier that makes her own chocolates, and we've used this lady before, this company, and if you went to the gala and the chocolate mask, she was the one who did the chocolate mask for us, and we've done she's done other items for us, so we included her with the pop-up. We're also doing the bake sale for Valentine's. We also have a jewelry sale coming up when we do the pop-up on the 10th, and we are selling roses. So all these flyers, we have them up on Channel 6. We have them up on the community boards. You'll see them at the host desk. All the information is at the stores. So if you have any questions, and again, you know, if you see me and you have questions about this, but you know, I encourage everybody, check it out. All the bake sales we've done have been successful. Thanksgiving, Christmas, now we're doing Valentine's, and I tell you, the chocolates, it's worth it. I've had them before, so it's a great function that, you know, we incorporate Valentine's. We're going to look at, you know, you'll see nice Valentine's menus. Yes, we'll do something for lunch in Woodlands, guys. I know.
That's always my question.
I know that's always your question, and we'll definitely, you know, do something for that. And talking about lunch, on February 14th, Valentine's Day, over in the Potomac Cafe, the dietitians will have a table there, and they will be talking about the benefits of dark chocolate. And yes, to answer everybody's questions, there will be some samples. So I think this is a great way to incorporate a holiday with, you know, healthy eating, and the dietitians will be there to answer plenty of questions. So, you know, I encourage everybody to come out. Another thing we're looking at, I know everybody's noticed that we have removed the Coke machines in the lobby coffee areas, and this was one of those where the maintenance and upkeep of the machines was just getting to be not just costly, but the machines were aged, and just the upkeep, they were constantly having issues with them, mechanical, whatever. So we removed them, and we are looking at other vending options. We've talked to a couple people, and you know, as more information comes in, we'll have more information to give out. But we just didn't pull them out and say we're looking at other options, and to modernize. Those machines were rather old.
Yes,
and we're looking at other options to offer in replace of those machines. Other items that are coming up, we have obviously we have Valentine's Day on the 14th, but at the end of the month you have Mardi Gras. So I know that's the chefs like to do that. It's a great culinary, you know, holiday. So you'll see something with that. So there's a lot of, you know, things go on, always busy in dining service.
Hey, this is a call-in show. We haven't had any calls yet. Surely you have a question or a comment for Michael. So 703-663-3333. So don't let Michael take up the whole show. Use yours. This is your chance to be on TV too.
So, you know, I think things are going pretty well. We have G, who's the new general manager in Fireside, has transitioned rather well over to Town Center, and you already see changes over there, and things are running smooth. We're looking at the offering that we put in the Potomac.
We do have
we do have a call. Awesome.
Okay, go on. You're on television.
Good morning. I eat often at the takeout in the cafe, and our salad selections are limited. Will we be able to get celery and mushrooms and those things soon, I hope?
Thank you for calling.
So we're going to look at what opportunities we have in the carryout for the cafe. What we try to do is to bring everything in line so it's the same in all venues for what we offer.
I think she was asking about salads.
Well, the salads is another thing that, and what we want to do is understand we have options that you can put on the house salad. We try to limit. Now, if you want to get an entree salad, you have the opportunity to go through there as a carryout and do that. The house salads, I think we've limited to 6 items. We've taken 6 items from the salad bar, and we looked at 6 popular items that you can put on the salad. Understand, we look at this as both, you know, an operational side. You know, if I brought everything that we offer on the salad bar over to carryout, you know, now it would take, you know, your waits would be very long.
So
we're going to look at the options now. Could we rotate those options? that's a possibility.
We do have another call coming in.
Absolutely.
But if you want other options on that salad, make a comment card about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's have that other call.
Okay. I just wanted to comment on the fact that complaints have been ongoing for years about the slow service in the dining room. I eat at Fireside, and everything is coming so quickly. We have to hurry to finish the one course before the next arrives. It's amazing, and I love it. So thank you very much, Michael.
Oh,
Thank you for the call.
I don't know. Sometimes we hear, oh, it takes too long, or sometimes you're going too fast. Right. So, we try to find that happy medium, but also what we ask is we always communicate with the food runners before we sell the entrees, check the table to see if the resident's ready. Are they ready for it? Now, some residents say, sure, bring it on out. I can eat both. So, everybody eats differently.
Right.
Some people want to finish completely, have it taken away. Now you can bring it. Some people are like, sure, bring it on.
Stick it all on the table.
Bring it all on the table, and I'll just start eating everything. So we try to work with everyone, and we're not in the business of get them in, get them out. It's not like a restaurant where we got to wait going. We have reservations and people are waiting, but understand we're working with the one we call it what you call like a captured audience. Mm-hmm. The population of the community doesn't spike and go down and spike and go down. We understand pretty much every night what we're dealing with. Now, are there popular times to eat in every venue? Absolutely. We can't serve everybody at 5:30. It'd be great if we could, but we can't. So that's why the reservation system has worked out very well. And we are making, I know one of the concerns was sometimes the resident menu comes out after reservations are open, so people don't know. So we are making the effort to have the menu completed Thursday, so residents can scan over the menu and see where they want to dine for the following week. So we've heard that. We're making the effort to have the menu printed out and ready for residents on Thursday instead of Friday. So that would ease that process. So, we're always... There's not a day that goes by in dining that we don't look at the operation and how we can tweak it and improve it. Mm-hmm. There's so many moving parts, and that's why I always, tell residents, I encourage them to, if you can, take that tour of the kitchen, and take a tour when it's opened. Mm-hmm. Now we're not going to bring a group of 15 through the kitchen during service, but just last week or a couple weeks ago, there were some new residents and they wanted to see the kitchen. It was just a couple, it was 2 people, and it was really that eye-opening aha moment that what goes on behind those closed doors.
Right.
And if you come in during service and you see it, you really realize that all the moving parts, you think it's, they're just going to take my order down, throw it on the plate. No, if it was that easy, it'd be that easy. But it's not. There's a lot of moving parts that are involved in the whole process. And I even tell people, take 2 tours. Take one early in the day where you see the production of them getting everything ready. And then, maybe wait a couple weeks and come back and do the tour at night. And then you put them 2 together and you're like, there's a lot that goes into preparing every plate that goes out every night.
I think one thing I hear periodically is, why am I sitting here waiting when there are all those empty tables in there? And I think maybe that needs an explanation too.
That's easy explained. If you go to restaurants, even you'll see it if you go outside the gates to restaurants. Because like any job, you can, especially with the equipment we have, you can only cook so much at one time. Right. We have a char broiler. Well, you can only put so much on there. We have so many burners that you can cook. Now, if everyone's like, well, I can sit you there, but you're going to just sit and wait, because you can't get 10 gallons of water. And like my daddy said, you can't put 10 gallons of water in a 5-gallon bucket, no matter how hard you try. So it's kind of like the same thing. If you go out to restaurants, I've worked corporate restaurants my whole life. You have to pace it. If you pace it and you control the seating, that goes to the back of the house, and that helps to control the production. That if we have, for argument's sakes, say every hour we have, or say every 15 minutes, we have 8 tables coming in. Now you have a pace, you have a flow. If all of a sudden I'm going 8, and then I go 20, what do you think is going to happen? It's like throwing a wrench in.
Right.
You know, and then it's going to take you time to get all that out, but still you have the 8 and 8 coming in behind that. So we try to pace everything so that we can offer you, one, if I seat a server 4 tables at once, how are they going to accommodate all 4 of those tables at once? And this isn't just here at Green Spring.
Right.
This is out in regular restaurants. I've worked for Cheesecake and Rainforest and P.F. Chang's, you know, and Dave and Buster's and Legal Seafood. And it was the same there. If a server had a 5-table station, we call it slamming them. You're not going to you're not going to give them, seat them all 5 tables at once, because then they're not going to be able to give you the service you deserve. If I give you maybe 2 tables and I go over here and give them 2 tables and that station 2 tables and then I come back, you pace it. So if you pace it and you control the flow, it's going to help to control the whole process.
Exactly.
And that's why when people say, well, why are there empty tables? Well, I encourage you, if you go out to a restaurant. Now, when a restaurant gets to full capacity, that's why they put you on a wait, because they have to control that flow. We can't just, okay, get them in, get them out, get them in, get them out. Certain restaurants you can do that, quick service restaurants, but if you go to like a Mike's or something like that, you know, it takes a while for your meal.
That's right.
And again, they have so much equipment.
It's not just the table space, it's the kitchen.
It's everything involved. The server
waiters.
has to be able to
That's right.
control all those tables in their station. You have a certain amount of equipment. You can only put so many plates up in the window, the heated window.
Right.
So, you know, maybe we can only fit, say, for argument's sake, 30 plates. Why would you put tables that have 50 or 60 plates in there? It's just going to be a log jam.
Right.
So you want to control that so it's a nice, smooth transition. I hope that helped.
Yeah, I think people need to understand that, because it's not the table space. It's the serving timing.
It's the whole, I guess, dining experience. You
Right.
want to control the flow. If you control it, you're going to have a better experience.
Okay. Let's have another phone call. We've only had 2 this morning. I can't imagine you not having something to tell Mike.
I get stopped a lot in the hallways, so
Well, maybe they're doing it that way.
maybe or you know, and I said it for the years and years I've been here. You know, I hand out my business card and I encourage people. Some email me, some stop by the office. You know, some will stop me when they see me walking through the dining room or in the halls. And I know it sounds corny, but I always say I don't know what I don't know.
Right.
You know, and you're not going to hurt my feelings. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. If we don't know about it, we can't react.
Can't do anything
We can't
about
react to
That's
it.
right.
You know,
That's right.
Jefferson's a perfect example. We heard, oh, the menu. We sat down and I really looked over the menu and we said, okay, to do this, we have to do that. Now, at first, people, oh, you took the filet and the crab cake off. I did, but look what you got in return.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's not like, oh, you took, no, but we're doing duck and prime rib and brisket and, like I said, lamb, and brought the frog legs back and turkey, and it opened up more variety. You know, sure, if you wanted just a filet every night, okay. Or you could have brisket one night, prime rib one night, lamb one night, turkey one night, or duck. Now, not saying the filet will never come back,
Right.
like in Woodland and Fireside. It's actually in Woodland Skies this week. It's in a rotation. So now it'll go away after this week, and we'll bring another prime item back. So, and that's what we heard from residents. We like more prime, right? More variety. I love the filet, but you know what? It's been a year of the filet. And when we thought the same way, it's been a year of the filet. We're not going to take it away. We're just going to put it in rotation so that we can put other items on the menu.
Right.
And I think it's been received very well.
I think having the variety is good, because you may have your favorite, but let's try something new.
And one thing we encourage with residents, and I know that we do have residents who have mobility issues, but the one thing that we encourage is, and you see with the new menus, there's not a lot of similarity between especially Woodland and Fireside. And we did that for a reason, because if I have 25 items here and 25 items here, and none of them are identical, now I have 50 items
Right.
every night you can choose from. If I had 25 and 25 and 10, were similar, that drops down, to 40. So now, or even 30. So now it opens up, that variety. And same with the Jefferson. Now you'll see a rotation on the composed plates. We used to have the same set. Now we're rotating in salads and sandwiches and pastas. So the big thing is the variety. Another thing we did in the Jefferson is now we're offering 3 vegetables. We pulled back on the starch because we always have mashed potatoes. So I said, well, if we always have mashed potatoes, let's offer just one other starch, and let's take that third starch, because it was, when you think about it, because you have mashed potatoes, and open that up and offer a third vegetable. So now every night you'll see a steamed vegetable. I said, all I asked for is that one's steamed, one's green. I don't care what you do with the third one. If you want to do cauliflower mornay or broccoli with cheese sauce or pureed cauliflower or mushrooms sauteed with sherry, that's fine. If the steam is a green, that's fine. You know, but that's what the parameters were. One steam, one green, and then the third, whatever you want to do. And again, it opens up more variety. A lot of our residents just like their vegetables just plain. Just give me some broccoli steamed. Give me some carrots steamed. Great. Now that gives them the options. We increased on the sides the vegetables to 6 in Fireside and Woodland. And now when you look at it, there's 12 every night to choose from. I always encourage people, you know, I hear, well, why did they get? I said, well, they are you, and you are they. No one's telling you. It's not a private club in each dining room. This is your community. If you want to eat Jefferson one night and Fireside the other night and Woodland the third night, I encourage you to do that. Yeah. I really do. One, it spreads out, you know, everybody throughout the dining rooms and makes it an easier operation. And 2, it gives you an opportunity to try everything.
That's right.
You know, so that's what we encourage.
And see some different people, maybe.
Yeah, and see, and you know, it's different atmosphere, different view. So.
Okay, we're down to the last minute.
All right.
Do we have a last minute call? No, I guess not. So you can wind it up.
You know, I think that was the main thing. My main thing is, you know, moving forward, 2017, I encourage residents to travel around. Try all the venues. Don't just, I know, you know, everybody has their favorite server, favorite manager, they like how they do things, but I encourage, you know, residents to travel around. We've done a lot of work with all the menus. We've done a lot of work in all the venues. You know, our work is never done. And I encourage, please, travel around.
Okay, and make those comment cards so that they know what your wishes are. Thank you so much, Michael.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have a little film to watch here while we change our guests, and we'll come back and find out what's going on in the dancing world.